what up guys, my name is Muhammad Bilal and I'm one of the experts at Divine Read School, a school where we teach from the bottom of our hearts. Welcome everyone to our very first lesson, the very first lesson of 2020 and 2021. Divine Read School provides with efficient and meaningful lessons. Let's get started. Today, we're gonna take a look at pronunciation. Well, as you guys know that I am the one who will be guiding you through speaking. Right now, I'm gonna focus on a specific part of it, and that's pronunciation. How can we improve it? I'm gonna tell you the tips. I'm gonna tell you the techniques, how you could improve and be like a native speaker in a shorter period of time, and most importantly, doing it efficiently. But before we go into the lesson, let's consider 3 steps which will actually help you to avoid difficulties and challenges you may encounter during the process of improving your pronunciation with the tips and techniques I'm gonna provide. So what are those steps? Steps are so simple and straightforward. The first thing you have to know is being provided with the correct, helpful tips, which I'm going to provide. The second thing is dedication. Yeah, we have to focus on a particular thing. For example, you want to improve your pronunciation, right? Do not focus on something else. Do not read books. Do not try to do something like math or etc. You have to give up something to achieve something. So you have to dedicate your whole attention on improving your pronunciation with the tips, right? The next thing is quite straightforward, is practice. And the last one, practice is the mother of skills. Yeah, you have to always practice. It doesn't really matter whether you're improving your pronunciation or maybe you're trying to solve some math problems. If you don't practice anything, you're not going to improve. That's the fact. The first technique. What is the first technique? Choosing an accent you like. Exactly. We have to choose, not just should or we may choose. No, we have to choose one particular accent and try to imitate to that particular accent. Well, it's not actually improving like your general English, or it's not improving your listening. It's improving your pronunciation. If you just pronounce one word in American accent and the other word in British accent, you're gonna mix up the language. When native speakers hear you, when they listen to you and you're pronouncing one word in American and the other in British, they will say like an English learner, right? So in order to be in the level of a native speaker in terms of pronunciation, we have to strictly choose one accent. But that doesn't mean that you should be stuck with one accent. For example, for listening, for improving your general English and listening and understanding of English, you have to listen to a variety of accents. British, Indian, American, Australian, Canadian. You have to listen to varieties. But to improve pronunciation, we strictly choose one accent. For example, I chose Australian. That's what I like. That's what I go for. And you gotta choose one. Right now, I want you to choose it. Right? American, British, maybe Canadian. Okie dokie, now we're done with choosing accents. You've chosen it, right? And now we shall move on to the vowel sounds. A vowel sound is A, O, U, I, and all of those sounds are considered to be vowel sounds. And we're gonna pay attention to them, a close attention. For example, in British accent, the word hot is pronounced like with an O, right? The middle word is O, vowel sound, hot. But in American accent, they say hot. The weather is hot today. But in British accent, they say the weather is hot today. So here, as you can see, we have differences in accents while pronouncing the vowel sounds. All right, the schwa sound. What does that mean? Schwa sound. Imagine a tired man or a tired woman. How do they feel like? How do they pronounce the words? They're like, right? That's the schwa sound in English. You say, right? We pronounce that particular sound nearly in our each word. Exactly. We pronounce it unconsciously, but we do it. For example, the sentence is, do you want a cup of tea? Or let's say, do you want a cup of water? So here, native speakers or speakers with a good English do not say, do you want a cup of water? But what do they say? They say, do you want a cup of water? Do you want a cup of water? Yes, do you want a cup of water? Yeah, for you in the beginning it might seem somehow strange, somehow difficult, and really tough for your tongue, for your mouth to pronounce it correctly. But as you listen again and again and you repeat and you try to imitate, you're gonna get the knack of it, you're gonna get the puzzle that it is pronounced like, do you want a cup of water? Water. See, in each sentence, in each word, I pronounce the schwa sound. It just pops up everywhere. Schwa sound. Do you want a cup of water? Do you like to go to the cinema? That's how native speakers pronounce. Alright, we're done with the schwa sound, and now we shall move on to the syllable stress. Wait, what? Syllable stress? What does that mean? A syllable is B, C, D, H, T, Q, R, and all of those are syllables. Now, a stress could actually be on a syllable. For example, the word accept. We have the word accept, and where is the stress? On the first C, on the second C, right? Accept. The first one is pronounced as K, and the second one is C. Accept. We do not say accept. We say accept. So I have the stress. So those tiny stresses and tiny pronunciation features make a native speaker. That's how they pronounce. Or another example, photography. Where is the stress? As you can see, we have the stress on the word, on the letter T. Photography. We do not say photography, or we do not say photography. We say photography. Another example, television. We do not say television, we say television. We have the stress on T. Television. Photography. Accept. Coming up to the last one, we have linking sounds. What does that mean? A linking like however, but, why, which, something like that? Not really. Linking sound means omitting some sounds, adding some sounds, changing some sounds. It's all about linking sounds. I'll show you some examples so as you could understand better and you could practice it. A sentence, a question. What are you doing later? What are you doing later? That's how English learners pronounce this sentence. But how native speakers pronounce? How do they pronounce it? They say, what you doing later? What you doing later? Or at least they say, what are you doing later? What are you doing later? So here, as you can see, I'm changing some sounds and I'm trying to produce a new sound. And in some cases, I'm just missing some words. It sounds something like that, right? But that's natural. Or another example. He has an apple. I have an apple. He has an apple. Native speakers do not say he has an apple. They say he has an apple. He has an apple. What does he have? He has an apple. He has an apple. And this is not actually a fast English. This is with linking sounds, syllable stress, vowel sounds, and that's all. Easy, but difficult. What do I want to mean? Easy to understand, easy to get it, but difficult to pronounce, to practice. It takes time, it takes dedication, lots of dedication and practice. That is the end for pronunciation. And I hope that you will dedicate your whole attention and try to work on yourself again and again and again until you reach the level you want. By the way, we started our official offline courses, and now you can contact us with this number and come to our teaching center and have face-to-face lessons. See ya, have a nice day.